every YouTuber ever has done an AEW roster tier list, but I'll do one. Why not? Let me make sure I'm getting an up-to-date roster. Well, what am I rating this roster based off of? Favoritism? Work rates? Like, what is it based off of? Is there a 2022 AEW 2022 roster? How about this? It's probably 100 fucking people on here. Look how big this fucking list is. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is a big ass roster. This is going to be the cut list. If you end up here, you're getting cut. Getting cut. Nah, that's terrible. Let's not do that. Literally don't know. I don't want to get heat. I'll get heat if I say this person should be cut. What am I basing off of? Am I basing it off of work rates or what? In-ring ability? Oh, that's fairly easy. Overall, we'll do it. Okay, so this is an alphabetical order. I wish I could randomize it because alphabetical order is kind of corny. Can I change the, well, ooh, not like that. Never mind. Back up. Can I change the order? This is whack. I don't want to do alphabetical order. I guess we'll go alphabetical order then, whatever. We'll just start off with Aaron Solo and end with Yuka Sakazaki. How much you like? We'll go by, I don't know what we're going to go by. Aaron Solo. I'm going to put Aaron Solo in D. He's almost one of the most... He's part of one of the most irrelevant factions in AEW, and that is the Nightmare Factory. It's like he, Nick Camarado, and what's the other guy? Anthony Ogogo. They were only paired together just to give QT Marshall people to have on TV and to give him something to do. I feels like that's their only purpose. Solely just to have stuff and things for QT Marshall to do and say, which is just a waste to me. Oh, well, complete waste. Abaddon, she's going in D as well. I feel like Abaddon as a character, I think she has potential, but as a wrestler, she's just bad. Like she's just no bueno as a wrestler. She's no bueno, and she has time to get better, of course. But like, Adam Cole, gotta be an A, gotta be a great A. I want to put him in S really badly, but his tenure in AEW has not been that long. So I'm going to put him in A. Hangman Adam Page, most definitely an S. AEW champion. He's been there since the start. He's had a long-term story. Great wrestler, great character. Definitely S tier. 22 Killer Croc. What's your question, bro? It's not an updated list. This roster is not updated. Is it not? Well, Page is the champion. Shouldn't it be updated? It says 1/6/22. Who would I be missing? I feel like the only person we'd be missing is Danhausen, right? I feel like the only person we would be missing would be Danhausen. Which we really don't need to rank Danhausen because Danhausen isn't signed. How was your day? My day was fine. Very busy, but it was fine. Alan Angels. No. Guys, if we're only missing Danhausen, then this list is actually fine. I'm pretty sure the only person we're missing is Danhausen, so it's fine. Alan Angels, yeah, I agree. Alan Angels is like a C. Like, he's fine. He's fine. Alex Reynolds is probably going to be a D. And I only say a D because, like, I feel, I'll move him to C. He's a C. He's fairly good, but he's, like, one of the most irrelevant and weakest links of the Dark Order. Like, him pairing with John Silver is great for him because John Silver really complements him well. I feel like they have great tag team chemistry. John Silver is the most entertaining act of the Dark Order. And if he were not teaming with Alex Reynolds would probably not even be on TV, let's just be honest. So yeah, he's in C. Adrandi El Idolo. Adrandi's going in B. Like, let's just be for real. Yeah, let's just be honest. Let's be real. I mean, Adrandi is a tremendous wrestler, but we never see him fucking wrestle. He never wrestles, and he's barely in any storylines. And one storyline he's in is the one no one's going to fuck about because it's the Hardy Family Office. So yeah, B. I want to put him in C, but I feel like that's doing him no justice because he is a really good wrestler. So yeah, B. And Helico, he's going in D. The dude's barely on TV. He barely does shit. Anna Jay, she is going in B, C. No, she's going in C. Like, she's fine. She's a fine wrestler. Fine character. Her promos are not very good though. Anthony Bowens, I think he goes in C. He does nothing. He really doesn't do much for me. Anthony Bowens, I feel like is kind of just the guy who has muscles in the Acclaimed. Like Max Caster makes the Acclaimed. He is the Acclaimed. And Anthony Bowens kind of just joins him to wrestle. That's how I feel about him. Anthony Ogogo, Mance came into AEW, lost to Cody and disappeared. Had eye surgery and then he was gone. So yeah, D. Austin Gunn, also a D. I don't see him often. When I do see him, his matches are not generally plentiful to look at. Billy Gunn, also a D. I have a lot of fucking D's going on here. What the hell? Also a D. Andrade washed. Listen, man. I would have put Andrade in C, but I didn't want to do him that dirty. That's sad because Angelico's awesome. I would love to see him versus Danielson. Angelico's a good wrestler, but he's never on TV. Like, even when AEW first started, this bro was never featured on TV. I mean, when AEW first started, he was featured on TV more because they didn't have many tag teams. But when they started bringing in 2.0 and Top Flight and all these other tag teams, Jack Evans and Angelico just went the fuck off somewhere else. Like, I'm surprised they didn't get released or their contracts are not renewed yet. I'm shocked. And I'm not saying they should be, but I'm almost shocked they're still even on part of the roster, honestly. Because I'll be honest, if I was Tony Khan, I probably would have released them by now. Because it's like, I have no plans for you. We're not using you. Go to the indies or go to WWE and get used. Because my roster's full. I'm not using you. You probably want work. Let's work some now. I'll get you some bookings, and then I'll let you go. That's what I would do if I was Tony Khan. With at least Angelico and Jack Evans. Because I feel like they're way better than what they're being used as. Bobby Fish. Bobby. I want to put him in B really badly, but Adrani and Bobby are not on the same level, so he's going in B. He's going in C. Like, Bobby's fine. Maybe I should categorize it. Okay, S is like tremendous all round. A is like great. B is good. C is like meh, like tolerable, okay. I'm okay with seeing you on a show. D is like, I really don't care to see you at all. And then, like, I guess this is the okay, this will be, please stay on Dark. Because I don't watch Dark, and if you're on Dark permanently, that means I won't ever see you. So that's fine by me. Okay, Brandy Rhodes, yep, perfect for you. Stay on Dark. I don't want to ever see you wrestle a day of my life again. I am good never seeing Brandy talk or wrestle. So yeah, stay on Dark. Brandon Cutler, I'm perfect. I'm fine this category opened up because, yeah, stay on Dark as well. He compliments the Elite for the exact reason that toilet paper compliments shit. That sounded absolutely batshit fucking insulting, and I did not mean it that way. But Brandon Cutler almost serves no purpose to AEW other than to be the bag boy for the Elite. And I feel like he could have a better role if they really want to give him something, but he literally, that's all his role is. So yeah, stay on Dark. Brian Cage, I ain't crazy about bro. I've never been crazy about bro. He's going in C. I think he's talented, but I've never been crazy about him. Brian Pillman Jr. also, have never been crazy about him. He's fine. Britt Baker, she's going in S tier. She's carrying women's division. Brock Anderson, D. Like, I don't really even know what Brock Anderson really does. Wow. I'm noticing there's a lot of C and D's here, but this is very early on in the list. There's a lot more people to go, so we'll see how big this list gets. Bryan Danielson, obvious S. I should make this SW. Yeah, just W. These guys are perfect W's. We're going to turn back to S. S sounds more appropriate. Yeah, Bryan Danielson, he is, bar none, the greatest wrestler in AEW right now because Kenny Omega's injured. Brian Cage, D tier. I'm gonna keep him C because I don't mind seeing Brian Cage on TV, so I'm keeping him in C. The Bunny can stay on Dark. I really generally do not like seeing the Bunny wrestle. Period. Both Bunny and Brady, I do not like seeing them wrestle. Cash Wheeler, Mans is an A. Like, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood are They are the backbone of the tag division in AEW, like without question. Chavo Guerrero, I barely see, bro, so you could just stay on Dark. Chris Jericho, he's B. Like, he used to be great, but now he's almost in C, honestly. Like, that team, I feel like if that team meeting segment on Dynamite this week isn't compelling at all, that motherfucker's moving to C. Like, he's about to be, okay, you are tolerable on my TV right now. Because there is no point in the last few months where I've been like, God damn, I really miss Chris Jericho being main event scene. Has anybody had that thought in the last year or two? God damn. You know what the AEW division really need right now? You want to know what the world title scene means right now? It needs Chris Jericho. I don't think I've ever heard not one person say that in the last 2 years, bro. I'll be honest. I don't think I heard anybody ever say that lie. Maybe in 2019 and 2018, yeah, we were talking about that, but I know in 2020. Well, no. Let me correct myself. By like the end of 2020, nobody was saying that. Because mid 2020, Jericho with the Inner Circle was actually perfectly fine. Christian Cage is going in. You know, fuck it. Jericho's going to see. I don't really care to see Jericho. Jericho's meh. He's fine. Because Christian Cage is going to be, and Christian Cage and Chris Jericho should not be in the same category. Because I actually am fine with seeing Christian Cage, Chris Jericho. It's like, Christopher Daniels is going in B, even though he doesn't wrestle like that. He's going in C. Chuck Taylor, I've never been crazy about Chuck Taylor. He's going in C. I think he's a good wrestler, and I don't mind seeing him on TV, but I'm not crazy about him. CM Punk, obviously, CM Punk is my all-time favorite, going in S. Obvious bias, and I'm gonna hold you. Cody Rhodes. Where do I put you, Cody? See, because I want to be really petty and put you on Please Stay on Dark, but I don't want to. That's just me being petty, so I'm not gonna do that. Here's the thing. I used to ride the Cody. I didn't ride it. I was the conductor of the Cody Rhodes hate train for a long time. I've since mellowed out on my hatred for Cody Rhodes because I am almost just used to how he is. Like, this is who Cody Rhodes is. He does not have a distinct line between babyface and heel. It's just fucking Cody Rhodes. So that's just who he is. I've accepted it. So I feel like I gotta put him in B because at his best, I think Cody Rhodes is a really good. Actually, Cody Rhodes could be a great wrestler at his best. But the fact that Cody Rhodes doesn't, I don't know what Cody Rhodes is, and I don't think Cody Rhodes even knows what he is. He can't be in A. So Cody Rhodes is in B. Colt Cabana, he can stay on Dark. I don't really care to see Colt Cabana like that. I don't have no hate towards Colt Cabana, but I don't care to see him. Colton Gunn, same thing. Stay on Dark. Daniel Garcia. This man, I'm going to put him in B. Daniel Garcia is a shit. Daniel Garcia, I want to see more Daniel Garcia. He used to be Mr. Rampage. This man was main eventing Rampage like every other week, like a few months ago. I don't know what happened to him. Not the Chuck Taylor diss. I didn't diss Chuck Taylor. I'm just not crazy about, man. That's all. I'm just not crazy about it. Recently, I've been liking Cody Rhodes. If Cody Rhodes goes out there and wrestles and that's it, all right, bro. I'm not mad at that. But when you go out there and you start main eventing shows and you winning championships and you just putting people down left and right, then I start not liking Cody Rhodes again. If Cody Rhodes is out there having fucking bangers and that's it, you ain't hearing a peep out of me, bro. Not a peep out of me. Dante Martin also going in the B tier. I would put him in A, but he doesn't wrestle enough. Like he has matches, I feel like ever so often on TV, but like when he does have matches, it's great. But it's ever so often. If I see him more, he'd be an A, but he's going to be. Darby is somewhere in between S and A. Like I could not imagine AEW without Darby Allin. I feel like he is that integral to the show. I know, fuck it. Darby's going to S. Darby's very integral to the AEW. He may not be AEW champion. He may not be a main eventer yet, and trust me, he will be a main eventer. But like, imagine the tag division without Darby and Sting. Imagine a TNT championship in 2020 without Darby Allin. Imagine some of these pay-per-views without Darby Allin. Imagine some of the best spots in AEW without Darby Allin. You can't, because that's how integral Darby Allin is. So he's going in S. Darius Martin, bro was not wrestling that long and then he got hurt. So honestly, he's going in C. So I don't really know what his full capabilities are. So he's going in C. Dax Harwood, he's going in A with Cash Wheeler, because as a tag team, they're the backbone of AEW. Dustin Rhodes, I'm going to put Mans in B, because when he does wrestle, he goes out there and he does his thing, and he is perfectly fine by me. He goes out there, he wrestles, he puts people over, and that's his role. He knows his role, and it is great. Eddie Kingston, motherfucker's going in S. Like, some of the best, he is, bar none, the best promo in AEW. Like, better than Punk, better than MJF, better than all of them. I believe Eddie Kingston is the best one, because he speaks like an actual fucking person does. He may speak like a specific person, a New Yorker, but he speaks like an actual person. It doesn't feel scripted. I'm not saying Punk and MJF do, but I feel like I'm listening to an actual person speak. And some of the best segments in AEW, actually, I feel like all the best segments in AEW always featured Eddie Kingston. Why? Because he's that damn great. I wish he would be used more in the main event scene instead of being used to put people over all the damn time. But other than that, no, Eddie Kingston's S. I mean, I feel like if Eddie Kingston wanted to go after, maybe not Heyman Page, maybe the next heel champion, let's say MJF beats Heyman Page. If y'all wanted to run MJF versus Eddie Kingston on Dynamite, who the fuck's gonna be mad at that, bro? Nobody. Emi Sakura is so awesome. I love Emi. But Emi's probably going in B. I want to put her A really badly, but Emi is going in B. And only because she's not seen enough. If we saw more of her, I'd put her in A. Ethan Page, I'll put him in B. Anytime I see him, he's really good. Evil Uno was really good as well. I just wished I saw more of him. And when I do see more of him, he's like, is he B? He's B. Frank Kazarian, I've never really cared to see Frank Kazarian wrestle. He's going in C. Fuego del Sol is fine. What? Do I B or C? Nah, I like Fuego. Fuego's B. My favorite match with Eddie was with Bryan. There you go. He's the heart and soul of AEW. Yes, Darby Allin is the heart and soul of AEW. Kingston is modern day Jake Roberts. Yeah, I hear that. Griff Garrison. I really want to see more Griff Garrison, but when he's paired off with Bryan Danielson, see. Hikaru Shida. Very important to AEW. Going in there. Hook! Immediate S tier. Hook is just that damn awesome. But no, on a real note, Hook's very early in his career, and I definitely want to see what more I want to see what a fleshed out Hook match looks like. We only been seeing squash matches so far. So we don't know what an actual fleshed out, full length, 10-minute Hook match looks like just yet. When I see that, he'll be moved to A, but for right now, he's going in B. No, if I'm being real here. Isaiah Cassidy. You would go in B if you were just Private Party and not Hardy Boys 3.0, kind of, sort of not. Just background players to Matt Hardy and the rest of his faction. So yeah, bro's going in C, sadly. And I wanted to put him in B really fucking badly. I really did. But his character now is just warranted. Warranted to be in C. Jack Evans is going in D. Same with Angelico. Jade Cargill, she's the shit. I just wish she wrestled better, but she will be in B. That bitch. Hook S, yes, Hook should be S. But I'm being realistic here. Jake Hager doesn't wrestle, and I'm fine with that. Jamie Hayter is so damn good. Like, she is a great seller. She's really good in the ring. I wish you saw more of her. I'm going to put her in B. Jay Lethal. I want to see more Jay Lethal, but because I feel like I never fucking see this guy outside of last week, he's going in C. Jeff Parker. I'm about to put Mans in C, because 2.0 is a really good tag team, but Jeff Parker, I feel like, doesn't really offer much. Like, Matt Lee is so entertaining, and then he's really good in the ring as well. Jeff Parker, I feel like, is good in the ring, but then he doesn't really add much when it comes to promos or much else. So I got to put him in C. Matt is going in B, though. Joey Janela, see, I don't care for Joey Janela as a wrestler. I think he is a great agent. I think he books a hell of a show. But I don't really care to see Joey Janela wrestle, so you can just stay on Dark. John Silver's going in B. This list is increasingly getting bigger and bigger. We're not even halfway finished yet. John Moxley, immediate S tier. I can't imagine 2020 without John Moxley's reign as AEW champion. It's almost impossible to think about. It's inconceivable to think of AEW without John Moxley, honestly. Like, right behind Eddie Kingston for best promo is John Moxley and CM Punk. So, yeah, I'm going to put John Moxley in S tier. Jungle Boy goes in A. Really damn talented. I don't think he is at the level of an S. Definitely not yet, but he's definitely up there. Janela is D tier. Listen, I think Janela is a great everything else. I just don't care to see him wrestle. So, Kenny Omega, my media ass, like not even a question. Kip Sabian. Kip's going in D, and I hate to put him in D because I feel like he is talented and could offer more to AEW, but like his character has not been taken seriously since AEW first started. Like when AEW was like just finding their footing, and this is before they went to TV, they were using him, and then once they went to TV, they just forgot about Kip Sabian. And then they started to try use him with Miro and Penelope Ford. And even then, they didn't know what to do with Kip Sabian. And now he's just wearing a box on TV every week, just appearing in a crowd with no direction. It's not even heading anywhere. The commentators don't even acknowledge that he's in the crowd. That's the sad part. This guy's in the crowd every single week with the box on his head, and the commentators don't even acknowledge him. That's the really depressing part. How do you have a whole gimmick and the commentators don't even point your ass out? That's how you know they don't give a fuck about this man. This man needs to get released immediately, so that way he can go do something else and get used better. Chris Statlander, she's going to B. She's really good. Kyle O'Reilly, also B. Lance Archer, I gotta move him to C. I want to put him in B really badly, but like I feel like I almost never see Lance Archer these days, even though I'm seeing him face off for the AEW World Championship this week. Why? I don't fucking know why he's getting a world title shot out of butt fuck thin air, but when I do see him, he's fine. But I don't see him. So yeah, C. Lee Johnson, also C. Want to see more of him. Lee Moriarty, want to put him in B really badly, but I feel like he got signed just to say they have a nigga on the team. That's I feel like Lee Moriarty got signed just to say they have a nigga on the team. Because like, when have you ever seen Lee Moriarty on TV? I can name 2 times I've seen Lee Moriarty on TV, and this motherfucker spoke maybe 1 time on Rampage, and that's it. He's been on Dark ever since, and I think it's so depressing. Leva Bates, they are Dark. Layla Hirsch, going to B. She's talented. Actually, you know what? She's going to C. She's really talented. And I do want to say, I think she's doing stuff for Chris Statlander now. It's not entertaining enough for me to care. But they're using her, and that's good. Leo Rush. Leo Rush is B, even though he's on his way out. He's a B. Luchasaurus, also a B. He's really good. I want to put him in A, but Jungle Boy out. It basically is the shining star of the tag team. Luchasaurus is almost a backdrop to Jungle Boy at this point. Layla Hirsch, A tier. Layla Hirsch is really good. She really is. Should I put her in B? I'll move her up to B. Luther could just stay on Dark. Malachi Black. Homie's been doing good shit ever since he came in AEW. Let's just rock with it. He's going today. He's been doing good shit ever since he came in. For a hot second, I was worried for him. For a hot second, I was. But he's been doing good shit ever since. Mark Henry, I don't know why Mark Henry's on the list. He don't wrestle. He's going and staying on Dark. Marco Stunt, I wish they did more with him. And by more of him, I wish we actually saw him on TV. Like, this dude doesn't go on TV at all. He got replaced by Christian. And it's actually depressing. But I gotta put him on Please Stay on Dark. Only because, like, with so much talent being AEW, it's almost like he doesn't have a role anymore on the show. So, I hope he gets his release soon. Because it looks like he probably will. And he will leave and go and do wrestling otherwise and do The Voice. And I'm happy for him. But Mark Quinn, same category with Isaiah Cassidy. Just yeah. Matt Hardy, I don't care to see Matt Hardy, honestly. I really don't care to see Matt Hardy. Actually, you know what? He's going in. I don't want to put him on Dark. Put him in D. Like, Matt Hardy, when he first came in, he was doing a broken gimmick, and then half broken, half money mad. When he was doing the multiple personality gimmick, that was fine. Then he stuck straight to doing big money Matt, and that's when I really just stopped giving a fuck about Matt Hardy. He became so boring and plotted, and I don't fuck with Matt Hardy now. I really don't fuck with this version of Matt Hardy. I'll just be honest. Lee Moriarty has the best team in AEW. One of the best, yeah. Hope he does align with Danielson. I would fucking lose my shit if he started aligning with Danielson. Because number one, that means he's going to be used on TV. Because why would they not use him on TV with Danielson? And two, we could possibly get a Danielson and Lee Moriarty match, which sounds amazing. Matt Jackson, obviously he's an S. Without a question. Matt Jackson's an S. Matt Lee. This man is going in B. Because he is one of the most entertaining parts of the tag division. Matt Sydal, he's in C. I mean, I like Matt Sydal. He slowed down a lot because he's gotten older, but I like him. Max Caster, he's going in B. Like Max Caster, he might not be the best rapper in the world. I'm not gonna pretend he is, but this is be hitting sometimes. This is be hitting, and then the Rinky be hitting sometimes too. So he gotta be in B. Mercedes Martinez, way too new to really put her anywhere above B, so she's going in B. Michael Nakazawa, he can stay on Dark. Miro, I want to put Miro in A. Like, I gotta put Miro in A. Miro is so entertaining in his feud with God, even though I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully God didn't win that feud. But in his feud with God, he's entertaining. In his feud with Brian, he was entertaining. In his feud with just about anybody except for when he was teaming with Kip Sabian, he's been entertaining. And then in the ring, he was great, especially his run as TNT champion. Was awesome. Oh my God. Miro is up there. I really want them to do more with him when he comes back. I don't know if he's injured, or I don't know if they just are keeping him off because they don't have shit to do for him. But when he comes back, I hope he gets into a major program. Maybe even Hangman versus Miro. That sounds like a program to me. MJF. Oh, S or A? S or A? S or A? S or A? Ooh, this is a tough one. A tough one. You know, I'll leave you on a cliffhanger because I gotta get a drink of water and I gotta use the bathroom. So bathroom break. I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. Be right back. While I'm at it, everybody comment down below. Is MJF an A or an S tier? We'll talk about it when we get back. Talk about it when I get back. We got MJF A, MJF S, 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 S and A. So there's two, well actually one A because Mason Robinson commented twice. So that's 5 S's and 1 A. Oh my God. Yeah, I think MJF is definitely an S tier. MJF is a huge staple in AEW. MJF is definitely a huge staple in it. You know, I think it's interesting that of the 4 pillars, MJF, Jungle Boy is the one that's not an S tier. You got Darby, MJF. Who's the other one? Sam. We haven't gotten to Sammy yet, but we'll see about Sammy in a minute. Brody Lee Jr. Obviously he needs an S tier. Obviously, no. I mean, Brody Lee, it's not even fair to put him on a list. You got put on Dark because it's not fair. He doesn't wrestle. He's a kid. Brody, this isn't really fair, bro. Like he's deceased. I can't even rank him. I can't even rank, bro. Can I just take him off? Like I feel weird ranking him. I'm gonna leave him on there. I feel weird ranking those two. No, I'm gonna leave. They're being left on there. Nick Camarado. If Darby is in an S, then MJF isn't. I mean, they're both S. So Nick Camarado, he's a D. He's a D. Like, I feel like there's potential there, but it hasn't been tapped yet. Nick Jackson, he's an S with his brother. Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is either a B or a C. And I say that because Nyla Rose has her role in AEW as like the brute of the women's division. But Nyla Rose also, I feel like her use she's in a weird spot where I feel like they could be using her better, but at the same time, I'm not mad that they're not using her because there's women that are very much better than her. She's in a very weird spot. I'm gonna put her in C because I really don't know where to place her. Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is definitely B. I would put him higher if his momentum was where it was like a year or two ago. But I feel like he's definitely simmered off since then. AEW's not pushing him as hard. They kind of just throw matches in there just to pop the crowd because they know he will always get a pop. But he is the shit. Orange Cassidy is definitely B tier. Ortiz, I want to badly say he's A, but he don't get used enough, so he's definitely going in B. Pac the same. I mean, like he should be an A. Just Pac's an A. Pac be killing it. Pac be killing it whenever he is on TV. He's never on TV like that because he's always back in the UK for like 8 months. Pac has this weird trend where Pac will come in AEW, do a few matches, kick-ass matches, leave for 4 months, come back, do a few kick-ass matches, leave for 2 months, come back, do a few kick-ass matches, maybe do pay-per-view, leave for 3 months. Like, this motherfucker has a vacation every other month. I wish I consistently could see him on TV. If I saw him consistently, he may be an S maybe, but he don't be on TV consistently enough. So I gotta put him in A, which isn't bad, but I really want to put him in S, but he don't be on TV consistently. Very inconsistent. Paul White, I mean, it's almost unfair to put him on the list. Penelope Ford, I would say stay on Dark, but I don't think she's bad. She's going in D. Penta El Zero Miedo, he's going in B. Because the dude is awesome. Peter Avalon, he can stay on Dark. I don't really care to see him. Powerhouse. He's going in B. Powerhouse opposite shit. Preston Vance, I've never cared for Preston Vance, I'll be honest. I've never cared for bro like that. He's going in C. I think he's a fine wrestler, but he does nothing for me. QT Marshall can stay on Dark. Rebel can also stay on Dark. Red Velvet, she's fine. She's fine. Ray Phoenix, I feel like should be an A. But I'm gonna put him in B. What would be the reason for B? What would constitute him being a B and not A? Nah, Ray could be. Ray has to be Penta, so they're gonna be in B. Ricky Starks. Ricky, I would love to put in A, but he is not used to his maximum potential, so he's got to be in B. I wish he would be though. Rio, I very much would love to put her in A as well, but not used almost at all. Like Rio comes in, does a match or two, and then leaves for the rest of the year, and which I think is ridiculous because she's signed to AEW and she lives in America. So why they never use her, I will never know. But there you go. Ruby Soho is really good and used almost like she's a very, very interesting use in AEW. Like, I feel like she should be an A tier. She should be ranked in A tier, but I don't know if I would say she's on the level of Hikaru Shida because she hasn't been champion yet. I don't put her in B because she hasn't been champion yet to be an A tier. I mean, by that logic, then I guess Malachi shouldn't be up here, but we're keeping him up there. Sammy Guevara. Sammy, I gotta put him in A. I gotta put Sammy in A. I think he's great. I don't think his mic skills are up the level of anybody who's in the S tier. So I think he's got to be an A. Santana also got to be in B with Ortiz. For the same reason that Ortiz is in B. Scorpio Sky. I got to put bro in B. I was going to say C, but I actually like him. I think he's damn talented. Serena fucking Deeb. Homegirl should be in it. Like, she is legitimately one of the best things about AEW when it comes to women's wrestling. Like, she is just that damn great. And I wish she would win a championship very soon. But like I said, if we can have Malachi in here who has not been a champion yet, then we could have Serena Deeb in A as well. Serpentico, he's fine. That's, you know what, he's a D. He's fine. Sean Dean, I don't really see Sean Dean like that. I don't even know how bro wrestles, so I'm gonna put him in D. Sean Spears, he can. Like, I don't mind. I don't really care to see him wrestle. I don't really care to see him wrestle. Dark. Sunny Kiss. Sunny Kiss is really talented. And I think it's actually kind of maddening that they don't even use Sunny at all. Like, not at all on TV. So I'm gonna put him in D. Even though I'm putting him in D. Because they're never on TV. Never. Sting! This motherfucker's going in A. Like, immediately. Because this dude has wrestled like maybe 6-7 matches, and all of his matches are good, and he's 63 years old. Like, Sting is just out here wrestling and working and doing his shit, and I love it. Stu Grayson. Stu is going where Evil Uno is going. What's his name? I don't know. Serena Deeb is an S for me. Insane work rate. Well, Serena Deeb is great, but I don't think she's up there with Adam Page, Britt Baker, Bryan. Like, is she really up there with all those guys? I don't think so. I don't think she's up there. If she was a former champion, I would say it's definitely a conversation. But she hasn't even been champion, so she's definitely A. Tay Conti. Tay's B. B is definitely getting very, very loaded. The Blade, I don't really care to see the Blade personally. Blade will go in D. We have the Butcher. I like the Butcher more than I like the Blade, so I'm gonna put the Blade in C. Thunder Rosa, she's going in A. Thunder Rosa is one of the best things about the women's division in AEW. And she's a NWA champion, and when she was NWA champion, she was very important to AEW, as just as well as Serena Deeb was when she was NWA champion. I think very soon on the horizon, she will win the women's championship from Britt Baker, and then she can be considered an S tier. But until then, she is A, which is not bad at all. That's actually pretty great. Tony Nese, you're not even on TV, bro. I don't even know where you are. You just in a crowd somewhere. Trent Beretta. Trent with a question mark? I like how it's Trent Beretta. Like it's Trent question mark and then Beretta. That's so funny. Trent. Because like I like the best friends as a gimmick. I don't really care too much for them as a team. As a wrestler. That's just me personally. Wardlow's going in B. I want to put him in A, but he's literally just a bodyguard. And then Yuka Sakazaki, it would be almost unfair to put her anywhere higher than C because she's never there. B. That's it. So that's my list. That is my AEW roster list. That took like about 40 minutes, 30 minutes to do.